Hola, mi gente. Joe Berto back with you at the Credit Card Connection. I'm so glad you can join me. Well, mi gente, you ever make a decision and almost immediately you regret making that decision? Well, last week when I was in Florida, I hung out at my favorite restaurant, Salsas in Palm Coast, with my favorite bartenders, Taylor, Jake, and Alberto. And I was feeling nice going home that Thursday night. And I said, you know what? Let me just call Chase and apply for an upgrade from the Chase Sapphire Preferred to the Reserve. Now, the customer service rep was great, very friendly, told me I was making the right moves, this and that. Everything was great. She said, in less than 24 hours, you'll see it, appear on your app and you'll get it to your house delivered by UPS in the next day or two. Now, I wasn't home anyway, but I said, okay, great. That sounds good. So I went to bed about 1 o'clock in the morning. I texted my boy Anthony Venture and I said, yo, guess what I did? I got the Chase Sapphire Reserve. He said, what? Are you kidding? And then I wake up the next morning and I said to myself, did I just do something stupid? And sure enough, it hit me. I said, man, I did call Chase and upgrade the card. And then all these different creators and people's opinions and things are popping into my head. And I'm going, I got to undo what I just did. And to show you that I'm not lying, guys, when I got home back yesterday, I had a bunch of mail. This is literally, let me cover my address, but this is literally the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. I haven't opened it. It is sealed. I didn't open this. I'm going to open it now because less than 24 hours later, I canceled it. I said to myself, I got to undo what I just did. And literally, guys, as you can see, I'm going to block my address, but I could show you I have a card for myself and for my sister on the preferred. So they gave me the same cards on the reserve. But here it is attached. And I went ahead and I canceled it less than 24 hours later with Chase. The reason I'm telling you all this, guys, because sometimes we make decisions a little bit hasty and we got to figure out, was it the right move? In this case, it couldn't have been a worse move for me. So do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe. I'm going to tell you exactly what I just did to undo the big mistake I did. So when I woke up Friday, I said, why did I do this? I was able to get a great credit line. I was able to do it quickly. You product change, you're not reapplying. They're not hitting you with a ding on your credit score. And I said, you know what? This might just be a good pickup for me. But then I realized when I go through all the credits, yeah, you get a $300 travel credit right off bat with the reserve. But then that's about it. You're going to get more credits if you do, either transfer points in through the Chase portal. They're going to give you that 50% boost on points. So everything comes out to basically 1.5. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to read to you why I backed off. Anything that I did with travel, Ubers, ride shares, tolls, ferries, parking, whatever, I was getting 2 times on the preferred. The reserve gives you 3. Okay, 1 point for the reserve. Great. Dining, which is the Chase curse, it seems. Everything is 3 times in dining. Whatever card you have, you're going to get 3 times for dining out, right? So that's a wash. They both are exactly the same. Now, you'll get a 25% boost on the preferred, a 50% boost on the reserve if you're going to travel using the Chase travel portal. I never do, so that doesn't matter. Airport lounge access. We talked about this before. The reserve just clipped their priority pass restaurant part. I get priority pass with my American Express Platinum, as well as my Founders Club, Founders membership that I have. So I don't need that either. Global entry TSA pre-check, you get that with the reserve. I already have it with a bunch of other cards, so you don't get it on the preferred, so no big deal. The annual fee, is $95 for the preferred, $550 for the reserve. For a card that it's a wash on dining, you're going to get a 10% anniversary boost, which isn't much if you have the preferred every year. But here's the thing. Believe it or not, the one expense that I put more on the preferred than anything else, because everything tends to code with it. And I'm going to give you a hack right now. If you have any digital subscriptions and you do it using your iPhone or through your iCloud account, it registers as an Apple purchase. And the Apple purchases get you 3 points on your Chase preferred. So I'm getting a ton of points a month for subscriptions like Canva, CapCut that aren't going through as CapCut or Canva. They're going through as an Apple purchase because I subscribed through my iPhone and my iCloud account. So I'm getting 3 points on everything that I do with them. So my biggest expense on the preferred is streaming, and including any of the online purchases and things like that, that is going to include it as streaming because Apple codes as streaming. So when I saw that the reserve was only getting me 1 times back, it was a no-brainer at this point because I'm not doing travel through the portal. I'm not going to do, I don't order DoorDash. I don't really use Lyft as much. And even though with the preferred, I still get 5 times instead of 10 with Lyft. Who cares at that point? But the difference of $450 a year as an annual fee doesn't work for me because I already have a premium credit card with American Express Platinum. So I didn't see the need to spend so much money on a card that I really didn't see the value in. So now what did I have to do? I had to swallow my pride. I called up Chase customer service. Literally, I have it on my phone, 8:30 in the morning on that Friday. And I said, look, I'm calling because I need to cancel the card that I just opened, that I product changed to last night, or actually this morning. And she was very understanding. And she said, no, I understand. If it doesn't fit your needs, it doesn't make sense in getting this card. She goes, let me see if I can actually go back and undo what was done. Now, you could see how fast it was done, that the card literally, I guess, as soon as I product changed, because it's their premium card, they mailed it out right away. So I got this card, even though it's already deactivated because it's no longer, even on my app. My app for a hot second showed Chase Sapphire Reserve. And actually, when I went with Sledge, my man Sledge, to Tampa, and we had a park in a lot, I had put it through my preferred card, but because it switched, they deducted $695 for a parking fee from the $300 total that they give you, up front. So I don't know if they're going to reverse that charge. I don't know if that charge is going to become something for points, but it was only $695, no harm, no foul. But nonetheless, that's how quickly they did this move, which, if I would have stuck with the card, I would have been grateful because I got the benefit almost right away. But when I looked through everything else that they were offering, and I'm going to tell you, mi gente, right now, the travel protections, there's no, you're going to get, if I use the preferred, I'm going to get complimentary travel protection. The reserve gives you it gives you more of a multiplier, more in terms of, per usage at an airport for lost luggage and stuff like that. But again, I have other cards that offer me the same. Extended warranty, it literally extends the time period of the manufacturer's warranty by an additional year, 3 years or less. They're both the same. So there's nothing different there. Purchase protection, you're going to have on the preferred, covers up to 120 days against damage or theft of $500 a claim and $50,000 per account. The reserve goes up in value to $10,000 per claim, but the same $50,000 per year. So again, not a big thing for me. And literally it says built-in benefits for both cards. So you're going to get, one times on everything else on all your other purchases. You can use Chase My Plan, 1-to-1 point transfer to the transfer partners, no blackout dates on travel restrictions, zero foreign transaction fees. This is one of the same, it's the same whether you choose the preferred or the reserve. That's why for me, this card was just not worth it. It's a pretty card. It's a little bit of a heavier metal card, as you can see. Okay. But right now, unless Chase changes and add some more perks or benefits, heck, I'll even take a coupon book version like the American Express Platinum, something that will entice me to go out and get it, because right now it's just so much similarity between that and the preferred, because I already have lounge access, and that's what a lot of people really go for this. Even the car rentals would be the same. Guys, for me, I always tell you, I'm upfront. I have nothing to hide. Full disclosure, it was a moment I had. It was a stupid moment that I should have thought about twice before doing, but I just wanted to show you that sometimes we, jump the gun and do something, and then we found out that it's a mistake. And it's okay to admit you made the mistake as long as you're able to correct for it. And that's what I was able to do by calling Chase. They were nice enough to change everything back. And actually, you're going to see where it did say reserve at one point, and I'll post those up. And you'll see now that it says preferred again. They were very understanding, and the customer service was great with me. I was embarrassed to say, not to say the least, but it just shows. Sometimes take a step back, take a breath, figure it out. You don't always have to have the latest and the greatest. And in this case, it's Chase's best card out there, right? But I didn't need it. It didn't fit what I needed at this point. I have a lot of overlap with a lot of other cards, including another Chase product with it. So, mi gente, as always, I wanted to show you this in case you ever find yourself, you can undo those mistakes. You can undo, that itch you had to get that new card. And then you're like, you know what? I don't want to do it anymore. Just give them a call. They're very understanding and they're very helpful. So as always, mi gente, I thank you so much for watching. You could be doing something else. I appreciate that. But more than anything else, I appreciate you for giving me the privilege of your time. Until next time, mi gente, take care.